Heyo, it's Nico and welcome to Artist Review. Today we're going to be reviewing Chrisfroot. Who is Chrisfroot, I bet you're wondering. Chris is a 22-year-old female artist from Russia. Chris currently has over 2,000 followers and is open for commissions, so if you like what you see in today's review, feel free to contact her in the DMs or on her email. So now that we know a bit about the artist, let's take a look at the art. We're going to look at her most recent piece here, as I think the most recent piece is a good representation of what the artist is currently doing and capable of and things of that nature. So I think I really like the design. I like how she's used line work, above this eyebrow she's done lots of tapering, and you can see that throughout the image with the hairs and different strands and things, and I think that really makes it a much more visually interesting sketch overall. The proportions are great of the face, it's very expressive, I like that. She's used colours, but it's very subtle, and I think that's pretty good because it enhances that it's a sketch, and as you can see it says work in progress. I really like the lines and the sketchiness of it, but it still feels complete. It looks very good. Another thing you'll notice as you see some of her other art is she uses lots of writing and text, like calligraphy, well not calligraphy, but I don't know, she handwrites things and it's all clear and legible, so I guess that's a bonus point for that. This is a collection of 9 of her illustrations put into one post as sort of a overview. I selected this so you can see what her art's about and what sort of things she goes for. So she's clearly a portrait artist, and what I really like about her art is how she uses oranges and dusk sort of sunset tones just to create a really visually appealing image, and it usually adds story and atmosphere to her art, so I think that's really impressive. But I don't know, what do you think? Her character designs are comic book-esque, but there's a level of painting and rendering that really makes it more detailed and I think more interesting. I think this is a good example of her work and style as a whole. So she'll have a fairly detailed, usually female character in lots of red tones, and I like how all the tones sort of fit together. She's probably using lots of layers and overlay and things like that to achieve that sort of harmony within the whole image. Sometimes she'll add highlights to add visual interest and direct the viewer to where they should be looking, and I think overall the lighting and colours really give a nice effect to her art, along with the use of line art. I think this is a great example of what I mean by storytelling within her work. The bright light on the outside and the use of brushwork and things just really makes it visually appealing. There's something about her expression, how she's looking off camera, the use of red to create some sort of danger, especially with the sharp rim light on her side and bits, and this is a Dua Lipa, I don't know if that's right, but fan art I guess of the musical artist, and I think this would actually look great as an album cover if you just grab this, squared it down. I think it's really strong. I like how it captures the likeness of the artist and also makes it something beyond that. So yeah, I think this is a really good representation. She's got lots of red, the red on the cheek and bits, and how the lighting's done on it is very good. Finally, let's look at this piece, which is also another work in progress, but I think I really like how the colours work on this one. She always picks great colours, but usually she leans towards red tones and maybe orange and blue contrast complementary combinations. So I think this one stands out within some of the other posts that surround it perhaps, and I think this is a interesting experimentation, and I'd like to see what she could do with other colours, because it's clear she's got a great eye for colour and how the light plays with the colour to make something appealing. Overall conclusions: pros, cons. Pros, style. I think she's really got a good style and like direction that she wants to take her art in, and the like, I guess, motifs, or like the use of light and also line art and things. I think it's really strong with her work, and I think it really makes it stand out from other artists. Additionally, obviously the lighting, as I just mentioned, is phenomenal in every piece. The way she incorporates the light in within the background, in the characters and the skin tones and everything is just amazing. And also I like how expressive all her pieces are, and how she can keep a realistic looking face and have it expressive and look good at the same time. I think it's really impressive. Cons. I think the main con that I have with this artist is that most, or 99% of her art is fan art, and most artists do fan art, and I do fan art, and I think everyone like does it to an extent. But I would, given how visually appealing her style is, I'd like to see how she could tell a narrative or create her own characters within her style. I think that would be something she could tell, because the way she uses lighting and the environment to make the characters more interesting, I think she could really tell something like a thriller or something through the way that she, from looking at her portfolio, I think she'd be capable of something sort of horror themed, but like visually interesting and not like obscenely graphic or anything like that. So yeah, overall I'm gonna rate this artist an 8 out of 10. I think the art's amazing, but I would like to see more original characters or stories or something like that. And also, this is my first video, so I don't want to give anyone 9 or 10 just yet. So I think the art's amazing, and I look forward to the future posts. She has over 2,000 followers, so let's try and raise that up if we can. And if you do like the art you see and you're interested in commissioning this artist, I'll have her Instagram in the description, so you can contact her or find out her contact details through that. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to, like, subscribe, follow the artist, follow me if you want. My Instagram is also going to be in the description. And yeah,